Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever it is on your side. This is Sam from my Wave.com. I'm making this small video just to show the recap for the last week. What are the charts that I did my analysis and sent out to the subscribers and how they reacted. So let's begin. Let's just start from this chart. This is the first one, in the beginning of the week, pound yen 1 hour chart, right? And mostly I'm teaching harmonic patterns and how to trade them in my webinars lately. So that's why I'm concentrating more to find those patterns and then trade them so that people can learn. Okay. So that's what you're going to see mostly, not Elliott Wave. The last week, most of the time I was just trading and showing them in my webinar and mailing these charts out for others to trade. Okay, so this is basically all of them you're going to see harmonic patterns. So this is one of them. It's called butterfly pattern. You have 5 points, X, A, B, C, D, and specific calculation. Let me show you if I have. Yeah, I think I have the diagram for that. This is also made by me. Okay, this is my own. The reason is that because you can see a lot of butterfly diagrams and figures over the net. But I have my own little variation to it, and you can see here I do 3 trades out of this. And the conventional way to play these butterfly, bat, girdle, and all that, those harmonic pattern is that once they're finished at their conventional, at their end point, okay, at their end point, which is the D point, once the pattern is completely finished, you're supposed to trade the reaction of it, okay? But especially for bat and bullish, butterfly, bat and butterfly pattern where you have the CD leg is quite a big one, a large one. I came up with this, different ideas about trading them, and they are playing and they are working out very, very fine, beautiful trades, lots of pips. So I wrote it down here, that trade number 1, sell at point C, and then, a break of point B, trade number 2, and then trade number 3 would be buying at point D in case of bullish butterfly once it's finished here. So I don't wait for the pattern to be finished completely. I start from point C and I take, CD leg, very nice and clean. And I'll show you, and you can do the same. And if you wish to learn, join my webinars and you will learn that. So let's see. This is the diagram here, the butterfly, and this was the shape. It came on the January 8th in pound yen 1 hour chart. And as you all know, the pound yen was and is still in a very, very bullish and highly bullish trend, okay, with a lot of momentum. And my target is, by the way, 146.50, around that area. The end target is making a huge butterfly on a weekly chart, okay. So for now, for this one, this was like bullish butterfly exactly at 127 level. The first pullback was 78.6. These are the calculation, and these are the specification of that. The first pullback has to be 78.6%, and the second one would be 127 of XA. And as you can see, this was the perfect. Let me see here. Okay, this was a perfect scenario. 78.6 and 127, and then I've said I will be looking for long setups above 139.70, right? 139.70 is 139.66 is this line, 127. So if the price goes up above it, and then give you a long setup, which is I'm talking about. When I talk about setup, I'm talking about my Forex Magic Wave strategy setup. Okay, 5 minute, 15 minute, 30 minute, whatever. But those are good strategy, good setup to confirm the turn and to take the entry, precise entry with a very, very small stop loss. So anyway, so this one was according to this, and this is what happened to that. All right. So this was the channel. This is one of my target. The first target is always the trend line connecting to A to C, which was stop the price a little bit, making a wave 1 and 2, and then the third wave starts from here, 1, 2, and then 3 and 4, whatever, is gone all the way. Okay, without looking back. So this is one of those trades, very, very nicely came through, and we made a lot of pippage out of that. You can see it, and let's see one by one. Taking a lot of time. Okay, this was one of the entry. I had a lot of small entries here, there too, long, all longs. Well, once you know that this is holding the whole wave is being supported by this yellow line, and you can see small 5-minute setups and all that. Just keep taking them. That's it. And pound yen 30-minute setup, beautiful, and goes all the way. All right. This is one of the nice scenario I had. And okay, this is another one, EUR-USD 1-hour chart, January 9th. This one came out, and it was mailed out immediately as soon as I made this. If it goes up again above 30.55, this is one of the number that on my SNR sheet that I provide. And it always, these numbers always play good. So I said, well, if it stays below 30.55 and breaks this low, then this pattern is no more good. Only way is that we're gonna go long if it goes above 30.55, which it did, nice and clean. And this is it's like a bullish girdle, and it is based on this chart, which is always, also my own made homemade chart, should I say? Okay. Girdle, I don't play like a trade number 1, number 2, number 3. I like to get in here, but not that at point B, because from point B to D is not that much of a distance to cover. So I'm not interested in that trade number 2. It's only like point C if I can get in, and then sell, and then point D buy. That's it. I'm gonna write it down later on sometime in this picture. But that one, EUR-USD, was based on this chart. Okay, you can see that, right? XA, the first pullback, exactly 61.8%, and then second one, 78.6. And I says if it goes, turns from here, goes above 30.55, then we look for long, and we did look for long, and we got one for long, and this was the long entry. One of them, I'm showing just one entry because too many entries to show. It takes a lot of time to make these charts. Anyway, so you can see how nice the magic wave entry it is. I'm hiding the indicators, and you know why. So sorry about that. And it's just gone all the way up, right? Okay, so let me just do this. And all right, so this was EUR-USD. Let's go next one. I got just I'm showing you just a few of them. Okay, there were a lot of trades, but I'm gonna just show a few of them here. This one was just the opposite of EUR-USD, USD franc, 1-hour chart, exactly the bearish girdle. EUR-USD makes a good, bullish girdle. This one is making a bearish girdle, right? I want to show you one thing that I made, and it is very important that where these patterns shows up. Okay, it's very important to learn, and it is very important to know, because you cannot just trade any of these, all of these patterns, actually, should I say. You have to be selected. Okay, now you have to be very selective. Let me see, where do I have it? I think I have it here. Okay, this is just a bearish girdle figure, but what I wanted to, this is what happened with, okay, X, A, B, C, D, same pattern, and it dropped big time. But what I want to show you is that, okay, this was the entry, right? On the 15-minute chart, I found this beautiful entry here and all the way down with this pattern. And okay, this is the one I want to show you. What it does showing you is that where this bearish bad pattern shows up, this is like big move up or down. Okay, it's just bullish or bearish. So we had big move when you have a like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in Elliott wave perspective. You have a 5 subwave makes a big 1 wave 1 or whatever wave, but it's just a big move and after that it has to have a little correction, right? So, and usually it is in 3 waves, A, B, C, and those A, B normally also have 3 and 3, or maybe some 5, 3, 5 kind of fashion. Zigzag is always 5, 3, 5, and then regular is too many different. I don't want to talk about Elliott wave here. So correction is like an A, B, C fashion, and that's where in between A and B you will see a bearish Gartley or bat pattern, and that's why I have this figure made, and I tell and try to teach everyone that this is where you want to see. Just the opposite for the bullish, just the opposite. If you have a big drop, and then you see something like this in a bullish pattern. People call it ABC, a figure ABC. But whatever. But this is the shape. So it's harmonically, it is all calculated and everything. It makes a small Gartley or bat. Gartley is 61 and 78.6, 78.6, and then bat is the first pullback is 50 or 38, and then second is 88.6. Right. So that's the only difference. But either way, so this is the location, and if you notice that. Our Swissy, this one, see, this was the big move up, and then you have this from there to there is like A. You see in the black count, not even this black count. I have a different count here, but this whole move was like A, B, and then C supposedly going down. I marked these alphabet here according to harmonic patterns, not Elliott wave, but this is like A. ABC makes this A, and then ABC making a wave B, and then C would come down. So that's how I had a strong feeling that, and also EUR-USD was making a bullish pattern there. So they both prevail very, very nicely. You can see this, and this was the entry, and this was the explanation that what happened and where and how they show up, these patterns, and you gotta see that you can take this like draw a small trend line here, and then you can just take the break of it, and that's it all the way down. And that's where I found my 15-minute entry I just showed you. Let me show you again. Whoops, this is the entry actually, and you can see this entry was right here, and if you draw a trend line here, I cannot draw, this is the picture taken. Okay, so if you can see this, like trend line going on, the break of a trend line, got a setup around here, below the trend line, and it's gone all the way. So this is how it is, and these are like a few of them, and I don't know if I have more, but there were more. Okay, this one I made January the 3rd. It is like an old one. This pair takes it. If it moves, it moves. If it doesn't, then it stays same place for weeks. So this was, I wrote it down here, like bouncing from the TL, look for long setups if up here above the TL. Okay, so I was hoping that it's going to bounce from there, or maybe drop a little bit more to this below TL and then bounce. But it bounced right from there, and let me show you what happened in the last couple of days. This is what happens. So all the way went up. Okay, so it was bouncing, and it did bounce. It took a little time here, wobble around here a couple of days, and then took off. So these are the few trades that I sent out. This chart was also sent out to all my subscribers. As soon as I find these setups, I send them out with instructions, and they all, whoever get time and understand these, they take the trades. And also time to time, like every other day, I do webinars, and just like this one I'm doing alone just to make a video. Nobody is there. But at the same, using the same program, I do the webinar. Just go to Wave.Recap, and explain them and teach them, what it is and how it is, and how to look at, how to pinpoint these patterns, and how to play, how to find the entries, and different things. Today I had another webinar about Elliott wave, market recap, and all that, and I taught a little bit of, like a basic Elliott wave. So if you're interested, want to learn all these mumbo jumbo harmonics and Elliott waves and support resistance, basically the idea is to find these turning points, big turning points, and then trade them, right, with a specific strategy, precise strategy, where you have a very little drawdown and then big profits. If the thing goes in your favor. I don't have the chart here, but I had a very nice 30-minute entry on Euro Yen, almost 300 pips. It went up all the way. Okay, so this is you can see a pound yen also, you know, big one, right? So this is it. That's all. I don't want to go in a detail about all these small trades and all that, entries and all this. You see, this is the pound yen 30-minute. If you can see, it was from 140.80 to 144, right? So more than 300 pips here. Okay, I didn't trade the whole way, all the way. You know, it's like a small, you know, hit and run. You know, 60, 70, 80. Then, you know, it dips a little bit. Then, you know, get in again on a 5-minute chart. You can play a lot of games when you know what's going on. Okay. All right. So this is it for now. I hope you watched it and enjoyed it and learned something from this. And if you learn really good about these patterns and how to trade, you know, join my webinars and take it from there. All right. Thanks for watching. Have a great and wonderful weekend.